Hey, what's up, classic TV fans? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about Family Matters. This is my top 3 favorite 90s TV shows of all time. I absolutely love the show. I used to watch it every single weekend when I was a little boy, and I still enjoy it and laugh all the time. I'm going to get into some little known facts about the show. If you were a fan, if you loved watching every weekend TGIF Fridays, then this is a video that you're going to enjoy because you're going to find out some things that you probably never knew. I will be giving away a Season 1 Family Matters DVD set with all the episodes from Season 1 so you can see the first appearance of Jaleel White as Steve Urkel. I think you're going to absolutely enjoy it, along with the other episodes of the season where we introduce all the characters. It's a pretty fun one to look at. How do you win? Well, make sure to watch the entire video to see how you can win. Now let's begin with the origins of the show. You may not know, but Family Matters was actually a spin-off of a TV show called Perfect Strangers, another one of my favorite shows from the 90s. Now it all began when this character, Harriet Winslow, who was one of the supporting characters on the show Perfect Strangers, they decided to give her own show. Now, she was the elevator operator in the show Perfect Strangers, and she worked at the location, the Chicago Chronicle. Now, it was the 3rd season of Perfect Strangers that they decided to say, hey, this woman is so funny, she's entertaining, let's give her her own show with a husband, family, her mother-in-law, and Steve Urkel, who many people know the show about, wasn't even in the picture. We'll talk about him in a little bit. The show morphed and evolved over time. In fact, Family Matters emerged victorious, going against Perfect Strangers, running a full season longer than Perfect Strangers, the show it originally spun off from. The show began, as I mentioned, as a Harriet Winslow focused show, and then it morphed into a show about her husband. That is, we started to see the character Reginald VelJohnson be portrayed a little bit more. He was a Chicago cop playing Carl Winslow with his family. Kind of morphed into that, and it was a dynamic between both of them. But then, after the 12th episode in Season 1 of Family Matters, we see the first appearance of Steve Urkel. And that character was played by the amazing and very, very talented Jaleel White. I'm going to make more videos about this, but I believe Jaleel White is one of the best physical comedians currently alive. He was so good and so underrated. Now, whenever someone says Family Matters, everyone thinks Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Can I have some cheese? All those little one-liners that are absolutely fantastic. It's hard to imagine the show without Steve Urkel, but he was never intended to be a regular character on the show, let alone the main character on the show. Now, his introduction came about, as I mentioned, in Season 12 of the first season, where he was just supposed to appear once. He was just supposed to be Laura's date once, and then the next episode comes around and he never pops in again. However, he became so popular and an instant hit with the audience, and people wanted to watch more of him, that they quickly made sure that he made other appearances, and they wrote him in the script. In fact, at the end, it was his show. Now, this fun fact you may not have known, and that's why I included it here. I won't go into all the details, but I'll tell you this. There is a real Steve Urkel. That is, it's not just a character. Now, it's not spelled with a U, how the character is, U-R-K-E-L. It's actually E-R-K-E-L. He was a real-life friend of series co-creator Michael Warren, who named the then one-off character in honor of his friend and buddy, which was a little bit unfortunate because as the character Urkel became more famous, more popular, well, the real Urkel got a number of prank calls trying to talk with the character Steve Urkel. What a mess. What else was a staple of Family Matters? Well, the theme song, As Days Go By. Oh man, everyone just left the video. But anyway, it's the bigger love with the family, right? That was so iconic, and essentially it just goes with the show. It's one and the same. But did you know that it wasn't the original song that was planned for the show? Look at the first 5 episodes of Family Matters. You will notice that the first theme song that was used was Louis Armstrong's famous song, What a Wonderful World. And yeah, after 5 episodes, they thought, this song is too overused to the point that, you know what? We don't want it associated with the show. It's on other shows and it's so common. So we want to use something that is unique to the show, a lesser known song, and they chose As Days Goes By, and I think that was one of the best choices they ever made. Now, Jo Mary Payton was the original woman who played Harriet Winslow. She was the one on Perfect Strangers. They gave her her spin-off show, Family Matters, and so forth. But she didn't play the character for the entire series. That is the entire 9 seasons. She was replaced. After 204 episodes of her playing Harriet Winslow, remember that was her show, she was replaced with the actress Judy Elder, who played the same character, Harriet Winslow, for only 8 episodes. That is finishing the series because Jo Mary Payton was done. She was done playing second fiddle to Jaleel White's Urkel. She was promised a show and it changed and she was just done with it. She couldn't last to the end of the show. Interesting enough, Judy Elder did a small role 4 years before on Family Matters, playing a completely different character. She actually played a nun. The episode was called Nonsense, and she played Sister Bernadette. So that's really cool. She was all covered up with her nun habit, with her veil, and so forth. It's really cool to see that she played another character and then was brought in later as Harriet Winslow to finish off the series. Now, Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel, started playing the character at age 13. He was fairly young at the time, and the series ended in 1998. At that time, he was 22 years old. But right at the end, he was just completely sick of playing the character, which is fairly understandable. He said in 1999, I won't read you the exact quote, but essentially he says, "Put a fork in me, I'm done. I never want to play this character again. Just put me out of my misery." Now, he later apologized for saying this because he was essentially just frustrated at playing the same role for almost a decade. He wanted a shot at other parts and to also get in the music industry. Looking at the children of the Winslows, we can arrive at the actress Jamie Foxworth. Now, she played the youngest child of the Winslows, that is Judy Winslow. Unfortunately, she disappeared in the middle of season 4. You may say, whoa, what happened? Well, she is actually in the last episode, Mama's Wedding. That is where essentially Mama Winslow gets married and she appears in that episode, and then boom, she is never seen again after that, which is completely surprising. The writers actually wrote her out of the script, and in later subsequent episodes, the Winslows say that they've only had 2 children, not 3. And that is crazy because, again, this wasn't just something that happened 2 or 3 episodes. They had 3 kids and then they went back down to 2 and they did a minor correction. She went 4 full years and many episodes playing the character, and then poof, she was gone in an instant. Now, many people have reasons to say why she left and so forth. There were some saying she wanted more money, that is the actress, and then some other people saying that it was just too many people to keep track of. Either way, the character was totally written off the show and the actress never appeared on the show again. You'd be surprised to know that Jamie Foxworth wasn't the only Judy. In the pilot episode, Judy Winslow was portrayed by a completely different actress, Valerie Jones, and she was on 2 episodes of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, playing 2 completely different roles. Now, they were going to have a 10th season of Family Matters where Laura and Steve get married. Unfortunately, this never happened. The show was canceled before that. But in the end of the 9th season, they do essentially proclaim their love for each other. Laura finally says that she loves Steve, which kind of sums up the whole show. And she said after all this time, she had to admit her true feelings. They did get engaged, and so you assume that they get married and have kids and so forth. But yes, we never saw them get married in the frame of the story in the series. Very interesting. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I know a lot of you want to know how to win the Family Matters DVD Season 1 set. So what you have to do is make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. If you're already subscribed, then you're one step closer. If not, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, like button as well, and leave a comment down below with your favorite character from the show. Who was your favorite? Was it Urkel? Was it Carl Winslow? Maybe it was Eddie, Judy, Laura, who knows? Some of the other characters as well. Tell me why you like them. Put your favorite episode in there. Just enjoy it as long as we have a character from the show there. As well as a link in the description. I'll leave a link in the description. Click on that link and then put your mailing info there so I know where to send it to the winner when I choose the winner. Do not email the information to me, please. Do not put it in the comments. Put it in that form in the link in the description. Good luck to all of you. I'll announce the winner on my community page of my Rick9G page. We'll see you next time, and don't forget, be hopeful. A big thank you especially to my Diamond tier patrons, Kevin K, David D, Vito L, Sally N, Citizen Kane 359, Ricky, and honorary Patreon Verbal Volley. If you want to become a patron member, links are down below in the description. Thank you.